Hold on. What I say? Hold on. I said, heal up, wheel up, bring it back, come rewind. No. Once the beat dropped, your chance to survive died. But we let you niggas live. Big pro life for show snipe. Whoever stepping into my line sight, get your mind right. You rather see us chilling than masked up like we crime fight. Tonight we come to keep the peace. Lock the corner down. See the playing field to keep to lead. Far too close to Christmas, nigga. Watching for the blitzing, nigga. Way too close to Christmas Eve. Me and them a different breed. My predatory level been apex since the tape decks. Since pump up the volume rock him, I've been locked in. Spit hot toxins, peccable footwork. Keep me from getting boxed in. Niggas know I'm Showtime. I'm the golden boy of the slow grind. For show I'm always built for that comeback, running up stats. I see me fall off and bounce back in like no time. It's almost like I never fell. In my blood like sickle cell. No, I'm heaven bound, but I'm always down to give them hell. Don't make me flip the nickel like a wishing well. Now let me chill. Anyway, yo, what's up?
Bars, bars. Son.
Saturdays with Sabe and Se7en. My man Sabe James.
Yo.
The crown king of the internet. Listen, let me let y'all know something. Nah. I gotta do it. Y'all better know my man name. I'm gonna be posting content of his frequently. This man's acumen, his production level, personality. He has I just want people to get to know my man Sabe James. I met him through the internet, and this is what it is. So Saturdays with Sabe and Se7en. I said Sabe and Se7en because first of all, alphabetically it makes sense. But when you do like a branding name, you should never start with double syllable because it's easier for people to say a single syllable word.
See, now you schooling me to some shit right there that I had no idea was part of the formula. You know what I'm saying? So it's always still sharpening steel over here, bro. That's the biggest piece that I take away from our interactions every Saturday, whatever date is that we link up and be able to share our brilliant hip hop minds for the people. Because again, our story is unlike most. It's like a lot of them,
right?
But it's unlike most,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So, and I appreciate that about you. I appreciate you extending your platform for this dirty Mount Vernon nigga to be able.
You know what you said? Listen, yo, I gotta tell you a quick story before you jump into this. I just started a new job as a program director for this company in upstate New York, right? So I oversee 3 to 5 group homes right now.
Okay.
I walk into one house, I'm talking. There's a young dude washing dishes. No, getting dinner prepared for the residents because we deal with developmentally disabled, which is that's a whole nother. I love that field, bro. My heart. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so he's at the sink and he's got a couple of clients around him. So he looks at me. He said, "Oh," he said, "Where you from?" He's like, "Brooklyn." He's like, I was like, "Brooklyn." He's like, "Yeah." He looked at me. He looked at me. He goes, "Brownsville?" I said, "What you mean?" Then he was like, no, it could be Flatbush too. How you gonna hit?
No, how you pinpointed? How
did you do that? He's from Harlem.
Okay. But see, Harlem cats got a trained eye for everybody else because the thing with them, they're in the middle of the action, so they know all crossroads go through them. You know what I'm saying? So they know that shit. They pride themselves on it. But I will say this about Harlem right now. Y'all niggas gotta hold that L right along with Mount Vernon about this Diddy cat.
Whoa.
Y'all are not gonna pass the buck. All this time since the early 90s, Diddy been screaming Harlem, and Mount Vernon cat's been trying to say, nah, the nigga from Mount Vernon, whatever, just trying to claim some of the, the fame and the allure that comes along with his rise to fame.
Right.
But now, nah, Harlem, y'all ain't this with us right now, too.
Yeah. No, he y'all, man. No, he's from Mount Vernon.
Nah. Ain't none of that shit. Y'all gonna hold this L right along with us.
We have it documented. But you know what's crazy? And as we speak on the Diddy topic, man, and you know why it's a somber one for me? Mm-hmm. Because in my earlier life, 18 going on 19, like I was dabbling into the modeling game or whatever. And I was having a conversation with my manager one night. He knew I did music, but he didn't know what to do with me. So he just let me hang around the models and stuff.
Right.
And he told me a story about Diddy. He said, "What you think he always got Mace around with him for? You think that's his homeboy?" Now, my man is gay. Like, my manager was gay. That's the first time I had ever had an interaction with a gay male that put me on to straight male perspectives.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's like, "You think that's his homeboy?" Now, take that story that I just told you, add it to the Cameron story about the Diddy dildo in the brownstone joint. Diddy had a brownstone in Brooklyn that was in by the downtown Brooklyn Watchtower joint.
Oh, by the Watchtower. I got you. Okay, yeah.
He had a brownstone down there when my manager told me that story. So when I linked the Cameron story with what my manager told me, it made my heart sink, because I'm like, he been with the foolishness. Everybody been knew. Nobody said nothing. The people that said stuff, Jaguar right. Listen, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist to a fault in a way, but that Kim Porter laptop story is starting to make a lot more sense right now. That I want to talk about everybody who knew.
Let me get my tinfoil hat.
I was already going to chuck it to you.
Let me get my tinfoil hat before you start talking conspiracy. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't buy all the conspiracies, but I buy a good portion of them, because I know a lot of them have come to turn around to be actually legitimate truths that have been trying to be hit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I haven't got all the info on the Kim Porter story, but I heard that there was somebody in his camp that spies Kim Porter for whatever reason. And Kim from Mount Vernon too. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen Kim around the way every so often. So I don't know the details of that story, but just as the initial reaction of what's going on furthers my thoughts of the conspiracy linked to the elitism and the 1%ers and the highly weird shit that goes on and the rituals and what has to happen if you ascend in those ranks, especially if you look like us.
Yeah.
Right. So that further solidified all of the shit that everybody been saying prior to is, oh, you read too much into it, you believe anything or whatever. Like, yo, homie, this has been going on for ages. You know what I'm saying? And now, since the whistleblower started the top of the year, Cat been starting to, he peeled the one layer back. Everything. Not saying he's a catalyst, but he kind of made niggas aware that, yo, this was about to be the year for another level of exposure. But I'll go further and say this. The true gatekeeper from all of this stuff was Hugh Hefner. And once Hugh Hefner died, think about the timing of this. Once Hugh Hefner died, Cosby got caught up, Kevin Spacey, the Weinstein situation, Epstein, all of that shit started flowing. It started becoming the whole Me Too movement. Chicks weren't scared anymore, because now that secret is, all those secrets that they had is in the ground now. Once Hef died, all of this shit started. That was the one thread that unraveled that whole sweater.
Take me to the beginning of what got you to that thought, because when you said, like, bro, I don't give ear and air to a lot of things that people say if I don't feel like you do your home. Stupid fireworks.
This is incendiary topic. This is an incendiary topic, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, look, I didn't even throw it off the glass.
See what I did there?
I feel you. Listen, man, but I don't give air or ear to a lot of things I hear unless I feel like that person has done their homework and they think like I think and they are critical thinkers, right? Mm-hmm. What you just said literally went, you unlocked something and you pushed the door open. So now I'm just asking you to take me, what made you, what was the seed that began that thought?
Well, just the fact of that, how everything is being exposed. Like, like there was some commentary that I've heard a while back saying that 2024 and after I forgot what season it was, but it was like there was going to be some commentary that I heard before that was saying 2024 is going to be kind of like a year of exposure of a lot of elitists and a lot of the hidden hand, the minority that controls the majority. There's going to be a lot of exposing of these ways and these people and other principles.
Now, right there, I want to stop right there. I'm glad you said principles. As a culture, and I'm so glad it's you that I'm asking this question to first. Do you think as a culture, we're scared on the whole? Pause. I'm hollering. to even if you laugh, it only encourages me. Anyway, now you think as a culture we're scared to even implicate Jay-Z in all of this?
I think we are, because we're so proud of where he's gone and for what he's came from, and the story that we've seen chronicled throughout, you know, the story, the storybook ending of Finding Your Wife and yada yada yada, she being, you know, the Tina Turner to Ike Turner, who you know what I'm saying, whatever. I think we are, but I don't hide behind that. I'm not afraid to talk about that story, because that his own man, Jaz-O, put niggas on back in what, 2000?
Remember when he had to take it back right after?
He did. No, because when you expose that shit, then you get a target. And then you have to retract and redact to make sure that you're not the next one that's gonna come up missing. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure all these other folks that was these top tier folks may have had an opportunity to join that elitist group and have to deal with some of these rituals, and, you know, just like my man Jaz-O said, man, nigga down with this, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
If I remember.
You remember that shit, right? So it's like, before, when that came out, niggas looked at Jaz-O like he was bugging. He was like, oh, this nigga's just a hater here, old hater here, old hey man, Jay-Z moved on with that, la. Come to find out, a lot of that, bro, the Skull and Bones organization, secret society, is some real shit.
Yeah.
People think that that's just some mate.
But you know what happens though?
Yeah.
The moment it hits movie theaters, right? Mm-hmm. Because now it's really hiding in plain sight. Mm-hmm. So it makes people disbelieve it. It's like, that's just in the movies, blah blah. Like in a similar topic, Avengers, Winter Soldier, Captain America, Winter Soldier. There was a clip in there where it went through a whole thing where it was like, look at what the world does. It's like, oh, it's in a movie. No, it's real. They just put it here because they know once it's in a movie, everybody will dispel it as fake, or they'll question it and write it off faster.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
But as far as Diddy goes, it's been noise for years, here and there. The whole Christopher Williams thing. Hey, he also from Mount Vernon.
Chris is from the Bronx. He spent a lot of time in Mount Vernon. He's from the north. He's from the northeast Bronx. He like right on the borderline.
Northeast Bronx.
Yeah, he right on the borderline.
All right. Well, yeah, that's fine. Anyway, yeah, don't claim him. It's cool. He gets it. Right. It doesn't matter.
We claim I'll be sure. We still got I'll be sure. Pete Rock.
That's what it is. I'm sorry. That's why both light skin, both eyebrows,
90s close. Curly hair. Yeah, both light skin, curly hair niggas from the 90s. Yeah,
like eyebrows almost touching, but not really. Kind of not seeing it all.
Albies was unibrow. He was Anthony Davis before Anthony Davis.
Yo, his son was like, I'm not playing with y'all. But anyway, okay. I feel like Diddy stepped out of hip hop long enough to have it not really affect anybody's career, because I don't even know if French is still signed to him. I don't know if UGK is signed to him. Oh, UGK, shut up. MGK is signed to him anymore.
MJG. Oh, you talking about A-Ball? A-Ball and MJG?
No, MGK.
Machine Gun Kelly. Oh, actually, okay.
I don't know if he signed him anymore, but what does this mean for what remains in elitist hip hop?
It's just like I said. I was always of the mind that if it wasn't that, then they had to take something from you. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, before the whole Jaz-O shit really started gaining traction, niggas was looking at the fact that Jay-Z's nephew had to get taken from him for him to get into that realm. And then, you remember? Okay. Yep. And then think about 50 Cent. He had to get shot up 9 times on the verge of dying to have something climatic happen to him for him to get. And if he didn't want to go this route, he had to go this route. You know,
that don't mean he didn't. That didn't mean he didn't go that route.
That doesn't mean either. And let's not forget, Styles P had a verse, had a freestyle back when they was beefing. My man Styles P was like, I heard you did a porno with a nigga, stay off the curb. You know what I'm saying? Her boy wanted gay as a bird, did a porno with a gay nigga, stay off the curb. Styles put that out there back in the early 2000s. So, I don't want fifth coming for niggas, because you know that's a whole nother animal niggas don't want to deal with. But this nigga is going hard to get this footage from Diddy all of a sudden now.
going hard to get this footage.
He
Wow.
wanted to get his hands on this documentation somehow, shape, or form. I don't know if it's to try to quote unquote get in front of it and ridicule the nigga, or we're gonna clip this shit out, but leave the rest of that in there. You know what I mean? Listen, again,
50 is the king of
super troll.
Skipping the line when nobody's looking.
Yes. Yes.
Get in front of the person that you like, yelling about them and making you get them out the. He get people out the. Listen, the way he got Ja Rule out the paint, and I'm not going to deviate very far because I definitely want to get back to this. Did he close it out and switch it up? But Ja getting kicked out the paint with his own act,
with his own style, with his own shit.
It's not even like he did. 50 didn't hide it. Yeah, he got shot 9 times, but the second single was 21 questions.
Yes. Yeah, no, bro, you have to experience already understood to me.
I'm doing this for people who don't know that they got hosed.
Yeah.
Y'all got duped. Yeah. Oh, we love Curtis. Shut up. You love Ja too.
Yeah.
You love Ja. I was the only one
that turned on him. But I respected his music. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I respected his music. As a DJ, I gotta
I'll say this. I liked when Ja linked up with X and J and when Ja linked up with Ty. Because I like their voices complement each other to me. I didn't necessarily like Black Child. He was like the dusty little bully nigga that you didn't want to go to jail.
He only doing that so he can stay out of jail, pretty much.
I'm not worried about what Black Child. I just Black Child. Like you are Black Child.
Yeah,
you were the original PlayStation remote black. Like you are super black. And I'm not black shaming because I was seen as black when I was young. But I look at myself, I feel like I'm kind of brown now.
Yeah, I think you would be in more of the brown skin. You know what I'm saying? Because they got me as, like, some niggas call me borderline light skin. I'm like, nigga, I'm caramel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen to me. Look at me. Don't ever. You can call yourself cinnamon. Do not call yourself caramel. Matter of fact, I don't like either one because they both sound like stripper names.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
If we're gonna be anything, we're gonna be mocha and dark mocha because niggas drink coffee.
Yeah.
So we just
dark sienna, like the crayon, dark sienna.
Like the crayon.
What you gonna dark sienna? You don't go back,
sienna. Take this burnt sienna. Yeah, I am burnt. A lot of dark skin shaming when we was young. I'm glad we bounced back. We got back in style and stayed in style.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And light skin niggas is trying to make a comeback, but nowadays.
Because Jermaine Cole is out here having verses of the year. Listen, hold on. No.
Light skin green eyed niggas is be looking at as snakes nowadays. You got Terrence Howard, Michael Ealy isn't a trustworthy looking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Them light skin green eyed niggas, man, they're different breed.
Listen, and it's not because of the movie.
Yeah, no.
Terrence Howard looks like
he's shiesty in real life, don't he?
Right? Like he'll dirty Mac on you. And you like, but he'll like be mad cool with you though. Like he'll come kick it with you whether your girl is around or not. But like he'll accidentally know you not home. Oh, I came to drop off Terry's jacket. Where did they leave it? Oh, me and him was out kicking it one night. It was me and the fellas and a couple of ladies. Didn't need to throw the couple of ladies.
Anyway. We'll just sprinkle it. We'll sprinkle a little bit of that on top and we'll get out.
You know what I'm saying? Just me, him, and the fellas, and a couple of ladies, and then he forgot his jacket. He walked to the car without it.
It just gets worse. It just gets worse.
Who was he walking to the car with? Listen, I just found the jacket. Just tell him I dropped by.
Just tell him here it is. You know what I'm
saying? Now, your girl in the crib, like, with a foot tapping, walking to the car without his damn jacket. You come through the door, you brought Chipotle home. You thinking you about to win.
You ready to make dinner and shit. And
he got the jacket. Forgot your jacket when you was walking with your little friend to the car. What?
Nigga, this ain't even my jacket. What are you talking about? Like, that's the nigga who came by. That's his shit.
Listen, we both got PTSD and it's showing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It shows. Our PTSD was just on full display for everyone because we got, listen, the one who dirty Mac me, his name was Felix. He was light skinned with green eyes. He lived upstairs. Who was yours?
Well, they didn't. They almost did.
Okay.
Luckily, my shorty was smart enough to kind of get ahead of that and cut that shit off.
It's not about what happened. It's about the attempt.
Yeah. I'm not gonna put his name out there. That's like fine. That. gonna leave.
Listen, first of all, he couldn't whip me then. He can't whip me now.
No, he can't.
5'7".
That's always been the case with me too. But you know what I'm saying? It's been, and he knows that shit. I told him to his face, like, nigga, you know I'll fuck you up.
He
like,
knows.
You will not beat me. So he knows that. But I'm just, like I said, we're trying to. It was kind of like where our families were close, so we was kind of like fake cousins for a while, and things kind of shit happened, so we kind of had to falling out. But then as grown men, we like, so I'm trying to, you know what I mean, be different.
Speaking of fake cousins, I got roasted like one on the internet earlier this week.
Really?
I had an opinion that I felt was valid. I said,
yes,
Kendrick Lamar is scared of J. Cole because every time he get to shooting, he'll sweep the entire field. Grrr, as soon as Cole come, he hit safety. You hardly hear the safety go on because it still sounds like he's shooting. As soon as he get past Cole, he got a quick thumb, flick it back up. Cole looking around like, did I get shot?
No, I agree. I agree. Out of those three that they're trying to postulate themselves as, like that. You see what I did there? See what I did there too? Yes. So out of the three that they're trying to postulate themselves as, Cole is clearly, I wouldn't say head and shoulders, but I'm gonna go as far as say head and shoulders lyrically over those other two. Because we know Drake is quasi pop star, but when, like I said, songs like Omerta or Omerta, however you pronounce it.
Timestamp Drake, I just yelled, my fault. Timestamp Drake is different, bro. But go back to your point. Timestamp Drake?
You talking about the earlier Drake?
No, timestamp, his 8 a.m.s in here and his 7 p.m.s over there. You know this nigga be traveling. So he always want to let you know that when I wrote this, I was inspired by the hunger of this city. It was 4 p.m. in New York. Shut up. Okay. Anyway, but I'm going to cook, brother. Let me go.
I don't read that deep into his lyrics. I just go for what it is. But yeah, I clearly believe Cole is the apex predator out of those three. You know what I'm saying? And nobody wants to with Cole for real, because it's like Cole is a Nas protege. So he idolized Nas. I'm not saying Nas brought him up.
No, I wasn't taking it like that.
Okay, yes, but he idolized Nas. He kind of framed himself. So we got like the new age. You know how they say he's a 2.0 version?
Yeah.
He's like the 0.5 version of Nas 2.0, 1.0. The Nas that we see right now, you know what I'm saying? Cole is an earlier unfinished version of that, but he shares a lot of the same qualities and characteristics. He's very gifted with the metaphorical triple and double entendres and painting the picture. He's good at painting the picture, and I'm big on it. Huge on stories. On stories. Can't tell me a story. I really can't believe you have full amount of skill. Okay, he's great on painting stories, and he's able to tie relevant content. When he did the song with Benny the Butcher on Johnny P's Caddy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When we was going, I wrote Johnny P's Caddy in here.
When he did that verse,
what?
When he did that verse, when he talked about Einstein and the theory of relativity and really no MC equals, yo, I was like, yo,
I was at the beginning. The day I was
about I'm not comfortable when y'all niggas were lying. Oh, God was crying. Yeah, talking about y'all hard as iron. I just
now
that too comfortable with lying. You know what I'm saying?
I've always given the Nas blueprint. I've always put that on Kendrick because Kendrick, he tries to overly art us.
That's why I can't give that to him. That's why I can't give that.
Nas didn't try to overly art us when he lost us in that midsection of his career.
Okay, all right. That just goes to show. All right. I'll give you that. But that just goes to show the net that Nas spread on the game the way he did.
Now I got to do everything I did in reverse because.
Nah, so no, you got that
that's
one.
That's a good point.
But you definitely got that though. You know what I'm saying? I can't argue that fact because that is definitely a case to speak to. I just think the overall embodiment of anybody that tried to follow that blueprint. I think it's kind of like Kobe and Jordan.
Right.
Kobe,
Right.
there's never going to be another Jordan, but if we're going to find somebody that try to do it just as good or almost as good as him,
right.
Kobe was that one. So Cole is never going to be on that level of Nas to me, but in this new generation
right
now, you know what I'm saying? He got that blueprint.
In keeping with that example, though, we'll never see another Kobe. I promise you.
Oh, yeah.
That blueprint, and I'm not even, listen, I love Kobe Bean Bryant, so I don't mean this like this. That blueprint literally died with him.
Mm-hmm.
They could try to play that Jason Tatum, Brooks, Devin Booker,
Anthony Edwards, all them.
And listen, I'm ignorant. My man Kev is light-skinned. Them niggas light-skinned. They not going Kobe. It's just something. I'm playing. I'm just messing with y'all. I love y'all. I swear. Anyway, that blueprint died with him. Yeah, you don't. There's a hunger.
I agree.
That those two, albeit they look like they have, experience gives you that hunger, not teaching. I can't teach you to be hungry.
That's a fact.
You have to have been hungry.
That's a fact.
Like
you can't teach killer instinct. Either you are one or you're not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can learn how to kill, but if you had to learn it, that just means that it wasn't in you.
Right.
And that's always been my point about LeBron. Like, he had to learn from killers how to kill. He had to go to a D Wade, who's a natural born assassin, to learn, oh, so now when I take this shot, I don't look the pass. I take that shot now. Got it. Okay.
Melo's the same way. Melo's like, shoot. Damn, there's 5 people. Okay, I'll pass it.
You're
right. But so let me ask you this, because where I got killed at was everybody, boy, you stupid, nigga. Your daughter ain't got no smart people in her household. If you teach her, she gonna grow up stupid and hungry. Because Kendrick is listen, I've heard the worst things about myself because of my I don't care. It's funny to me. You should read my comments. Some niggas don't faze me. But look, why does everybody feel like Kendrick is what gives people that illusion of allure?
I think I can only pinpoint Good Kid, Mad City. I think a lot of times, because it's still charting, and people like to use numbers, and they like to use numbers and sales to validate the greatness of an individual.
Right.
I hate to do that nowadays. Okay, because everything has turned to a popularity contest. Everything has turned to the numbers game, how many streams, because that's what it's about now. It's not about is niggas playing my shit in the little black radios on the corner while they pumping their cracks or whatever like that.
Right.
You don't pump crack on the corner no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a different ball game. The streets is dead.
Yeah.
The streets is dead for what we know it as.
Yeah.
The streets, there's still going to be street life and street activity, but the streets as what we knew it is about how it was phrased. And how, you know what I'm saying?
Like in 92?
Like in 92? The gauntlet years?
Yeah.
That level of the streets is dead now. Everything is moved to the internet. Everything is digital now.
Right.
That's why the niggas is saying it's cyberbullying.
Mm-hmm.
How about you turn your fucking computer off if you don't want to read the comments?
Right.
I ain't got to sit here and read. I didn't say look at this shit if it makes me feel bad.
You know why I love the comments? Because I'm witty. If you came at me with, boy, that's dumb, I deserve better than that. I know I put time into this video and this is all you give me. That's unfortunate.
Oh, you're one of them.
Do better.
You're one of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Good for you.
Then somebody will really, if you give me something that I know you thought about,
right,
I'm gonna be like, you know what, brother, I get how we gonna dialogue now.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm very similar to that.
You feel me? Like, but I would rather listen to all y'all people out there. I love ignorant comments. Please do that. Because if you feel tougher with your thumbs than you do on your doorstep, that's your prerogative.
Yeah.
I came up in a different day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm internet snarky, but I'm real life confrontational.
Yeah.
I don't start fights.
Yeah.
I make people not want to be in them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Having said that,
I agree.
So in the mix, now see how we've talked about Kendrick and Cole so often? Lyrically, and let's be fair, because I like to be fair about Aubrey because he deserves it. He deserves people to be fair about him and stop holding what makes him great against him when we realize what makes him great.
Yeah.
Lyrically, where does he fall? Because we've seen him be lyrically great.
Out of those three?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the third one. He's the third one. He's the third one. It's Cole, Kendrick, and Drake.
Okay, now fine. If there's a fourth somewhere, who would it be, or would that fourth knock Drake out of the paint because of that? Like, would a Benny the Butcher make you not even bring Drake up? Would Benny the Butcher make you change the? Would anybody in Griselda make you change the conversation?
Griselda. Now we talking overall artistry, or we just talking the straight bars and lyrics?
Oh, why make it cumbersome? Well,
we had because there's two lanes, bro. You can't ignore. You can't have it without the other.
Interpret it as you wish. Say Metalias James. I don't know your middle name. You look very studious. I feel like your mom would have gave you a very studious middle name like Metalias because it's probably a great granddaddy name. No, I story tell. You want a story? You challenged me on the low because you heard me say I'm not good at telling stories. You really played with me for real on the low.
I said that.
You said, if you can't tell me a story. I know what I said. So I'm like, yo, I was like, is he playing with me a little bit? I feel like he heard me say.
That was not no J. Cole, Benny the Butcher shit we saying. Yeah, I'm not as comfortable as y'all with line. It wasn't no shit like that. Because even Benny said that. He had to sit back in the studio and think about it. Was this nigga talking about us? He even said that shit himself. But since we on the Griselda topic right now, it's like... I can say Conway is more lyrical than Drake. I say Conway is the most lyrical out of all of them. I think Benny combines the two the best. And I think that Westside has the best ear for music.
Okay.
I listen to more Westside Guns music than any of those other two dudes I just mentioned.
I listen to Westside when I feel like going brick after brick, brick after brick. I said, yo,
manatee.
He's like somebody took Ghostface Killer and was like,
raise the pitch just a little bit more.
Let me mess with that right there. Yeah. Yo, brick after brick, brick after brick. Because he's not handsome. He looks to be.
I rocks my man.
How you going to trip with your elbow? Anyway. He looks as if somebody took you know who he looks like? Tamir, he's a comedian. Don't be freckled and big tooth to me. Cause now I know you can fight.
You got to. You have to know how to fight. You gotta know how to fight. You got to. There's certain niggas that you look at me like, yeah.
As soon as you start to roast, I'm gonna be like, yo, chill, bro. That nigga can fight. You're not gonna tell me he got freckles and he got big teeth. His nose is slightly turned up, wild nostrily, and you think he can't fight? He been roasted his whole life.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Yeah. But so okay, Conway is all right.
I say he's the most lyrical because I find him saying the most lyrically complex shit. The nigga says some shit like they're saying, I got goals, or some niggas try to block my goals and I'm gonna make it messy.
Oh.
Yeah. See? See what I'm saying?
Yo, how you gonna see in live action me have a bar hit me in the forehead? You was like, hold on.
And I said I waited for you because I wanted to see. I want to see if I was like, I know I ain't gotta explain to this nigga, but I was like, I'm gonna wait for him to the dots to. Yeah.
I really was like, that was wild. Like,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like Conway to me is the most lyrical out of them. Benny puts together the style and the ear along with the lyrics. Because Benny got lyrics too. You know what I'm saying? It's in that order. It's Conway, Benny, and obviously Westside. But I listen to it in reverse.
Right.
I listen to Westside, Benny, and then Conway. You know what I'm saying? Because Conway, it's like Conway's like a polished version of a Papoose.
I'm so glad you did that. I'm glad you did that. Because my next question, you're gonna keep talking because I want you to stay right there. I was gonna ask you then. Oh, you're gold. I was gonna ask you if we're doing comparisons. Would that make? No, I'm not gonna do this. Who who would Benny be? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's start then and nowing right now. Because you just said a polished version of Papoose. You go, who would Benny be? You could go down the list. Whatever, you can MC it, and then, because I'm just going to sit back and listen. Because I have my own, and I just want to hear yours.
You know what? I've never given it that much thought for either one of those two. So that's going to be hard for me to, I have to get back to you with that answer.
Okay, then I'll do this. I feel like Benny is pushed a lot.
Fair.
It's very, it's blatant. It's very pushish.
Fair. Okay. That's absolutely
I'm looking at, because you said Cole was Nas, and cool. But again, the reason I give that to Kendrick is because Kendrick picks lousy beats too. If Kendrick, like, imagine, if you will, a Kendrick Swiss album, a Kendrick.
Is that his style though? Is that his style? Is that his style?
I don't feel like Kendrick has our style. I've heard Kendrick do everything. When Kendrick hops in his bag with a beat that slaps and okay, I'll do it like this. Listen to Kendrick on his Family Ties joint with. Don't listen to Baby Keem. He's annoyingly okay. It's like
I have a tough time with Baby Keem.
It's like listening to your little brother trying to find him.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. Yeah,
it's like, all right,
that's cool, but go play. Yeah,
right.
Kendrick's last great performance, if you ask me, his last great feature to me was on Busta Rhymes, that last album, the Essential Event 2, that had the Michael Jackson sample.
I didn't like that.
You didn't like that version, that feature from Cole on that one.
I didn't like the beat. So it makes me, even if I listen to the song, it's harder for me to like, yeah, because I'm like, I don't like this, but I really want to hear what he has to say because I know he's going to say something.
He bodied that shit, bro.
I'll go back and listen to it with a different ear because my ear has matured over the last 6 months. Let me tell you why.
Give it the listen test.
I'm going to.
You got to give it that listen test. Hear it that. You got to hear it in that way.
I just got a job as a director, so I'm gonna agree with you passively.
Right. There you go. Okay, respect. Don't want to get nobody in trouble.
But in saying that, I'm gonna listen to the double-tiered How I Got to Benny. I was listening to Russ Chomp 2 because I like Russ. Don't love Russ, like Russ though. Russ had a Ransom and Benny feature. Ransom, I said, ooh, that's right. Ransom is nice. I did used to listen to Ransom in the mixtape Dat Piff days. Listen to some Ransom. Listen to Spesh. Spesh is always with Benny.
He's a problem.
I let a playlist play. I said, what Benny just say? Hold on. Benny the Butcher essentials. Let it rock. Then I started finding individual stuff. That's how I got to Griselda, because somebody tried to make me listen to Griselda, but I have to find things on my own sometimes.
I got you,
because I gotta trust you. And the person who said Griselda, okay, I'm about to be ignorant, and then I'm gonna toss it back to you on something I wanted to ask you about. If you can't rap, don't question why I like certain rap things. Because I need you, and I've said this before, but I'm in the presence of somebody whose hip hop opinion I respect, so I need him to tell me either I'm bugging or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. If you can't rap, and you hear me say a rap opinion that is different from yours, just respect it. You don't have a leg to stand on because you don't rap better than me, which means you're listening to rap as a consumer. Mm-hmm. I'm listening to rap as a creator. Mm-hmm. Our stink face is going to be way different at way different times.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. I agree with you.
Am I being snooty?
No. The value system is different. The value system is different when you actually got skin in the game. The value system is different. Absolutely.
That's all I wanted to know.
No, you're absolutely right on that. Like, I can't have, a nigga that can't grow a beard tell me how to take care of my beard. You know what I'm saying? What man not say? You no mustache, having whiskers like a rat compared to beans you whack. And your man stabbed under made you take the blame. You went from Dame the Earth.
Ken, first of all, don't rap ether to me. You playing with me right now publicly, and I don't appreciate it.
Eminem murdered you on your own
Oh,
shit.
wow. Okay.
Fine. Bloody attention.
Fine.
These niggas run you.
It's okay.
Yo, so crazy about that. My wife heard that joint in the car recently, and this was like the first. Like she was with me. We've been together for over 20 years, so she was with me when it came out. So yeah.
No, we're not gonna breeze past Black Love.
Yes, shout out to Black Love and Black Unity.
I applaud that, dog. Straight up.
So she listened to it in the car, but she was never able to pay attention to it. So this is like the first time she heard it in years.
Mm-hmm.
And it was playing in the car and shit. I said, baby, listen. I said, now remember all the shit I was talking about? Why I said Nas is better than Jay? I said it's not just because of the lyrical content. I said, but when he dropped this shit, nobody heard nothing from Jay after that about the beat. That shit went real quiet for the Rockefeller camp. It was real quiet. And then she was like, for real, I was like, listen to this shit one more time. So we listened, we was quiet. I ain't rapping none of the lyrics. Some of the shit I emphasized on it, like the last part.
Of course you would. Of course you would.
I can't help myself. I can't help myself. So after you heard that shit, like she was like, fixing herself up, and she stopped and looked at me. She said, "Damn, like what did he have to say to that?" I said, "Exactly. What can you say to that? What can you say to that?" That nigga read his whole life story to him, and then told him how I just read this to you, and there's nothing you could do about it.
You know why I don't like you Nas revisionist history people?
Hey, man.
Because y'all act like Takeover wasn't the first headshot that even made Nas had to write either.
Listen, I even gave him credit for Super Ugly. I said the Super Ugly joint that he did. I said, listen. I said when Jay, I said, but baby, you don't understand what Jay did before that. I said he came out with that Super. I said this is so he came out Super Ugly. I said when he came out that shit. Now it's like, okay, the gloves is off after this. What you just said about my baby moms and AI and the Bentley backs and all this stuff like this. I said nah. And also, in quick story, side note, I used to date Carmen's cousin. And when I tell you that family is a bunch of fine motherfuckers, ooh, Lord, the gene pool is rich over
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
No.
Like very rarely, especially in our day, very rarely, because in our day, a lot of people had the same dads. Shout out to the rest of y'all.
The niggas with white patent leather shoes. You find that white patent leather shoes, you got family somewhere else, nigga. Bet that shit. Book that. Word is bond.
I don't.
Well, as he gets himself together,
I don't know.
We'll continue to proceed on with the conversation about beautiful young
and you've definitely seen him do cocaine, but you try to ignore it. But yeah. Look, listen, stay focused. You see the time. You sat in the back of the class too. Anyway, so in that day, if there was a girl who was fine, she wasn't the fine one. There was another two if there were more, and the mom or the dad. If the dad was a good-looking dude and he had 3 daughters and they was all fine, he was cheating or he was bugging.
Yeah. Oh, he was
like God don't let nobody rock. Yeah. Right. God don't let nobody rock.
But I'm glad, and it's funny that we get into that subject because I want to kind of like bring it back over to what you asked me before about can we say female hip hop and everything like that. A lot of what we was talking about with this internet stuff has played to their advantage, though. I think that's why they're on top right now, because the internet is a place that's very inviting or very appeasing to women, because now you can hypersexualize yourself easier for everybody to see.
Okay, you say on top though, and again, you're gonna keep talking because I just wanna see where your mind is about this. You say on top, and I understand what you mean by that, but I don't want to be the king or queen of an impoverished country, and that's where
I like the way you put that. I like how you put that.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we're the king of an impoverished country, and we don't, and we think kingship is kingship, and it's not. I would rather be the Duke over a fair estate, not too extravagant, produces good crop, good quality crop. I'm sustaining families, than to be the king of a trash heap.
King of garbage. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
And that's what these ladies are doing. And the sad part is, this is the sad part. A lot of these young ladies have charisma. So I'll take a Lotto, I'll take a Saweetie, I'll take a Coi Leray. They have.
That's probably the only one out of who's his name. That's probably the only one who I would, you know. There were other two, there, Lotto and bro. But, like, you don't talk about nothing, man.
I know. They have charisma, but in my point, they have charisma and they're aesthetically pleasing to the eye for the young ladies and men in their age group. They could easily be doing live streaming or Tubi movies, or not even Tubi movies, just having something where their looks and their personality are the vehicle and not rap.
Sexy Red.
She needs to go.
I don't disagree with you at all. I was scrolling through social media and I follow, Funk Flex's page. I just never unfollowed it. His page is garbage now, whatever like that. He used to actually have the freestyles and with the pop news and shit like that. But long story short, Sexy Red had a promo on there of a photo shoot and everything like that, and it kind of caught me off guard. I was kind of looking at it would I chop this tree down?
You wouldn't, brother.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This last one kind of.
No, I'm shouting my man Sewell out. That's my guy.
This last one made me think. This last one made me consider it, bro.
But she's. I don't. Here's the thing. My opinion of her.
Music can go.
My opinion of her isn't coming from an old head standpoint.
I get it.
But what I will tell you is it does come from the father of a daughter standpoint.
Yes, and that is. I have a daughter too. So
now you know what's funny? I want to guess something because I know how my child is, but I know how you are, and I go, a good man doesn't have. I don't see a good man having a bad daughter. You can, but it doesn't happen often. In saying that, so my daughter listens to Sexy Red, right? But she also listens to Kanye. But she also listens to Bruno Mars. But she also listens to 80s pop, 80s rock. So she's so all over the place. But when she wants to get dressed and put her eyelashes in and do her edges, she does it to Sexy Red and Kanye. And she does get into the rapid rap, but she does get into the ratchet rap. And I make space for that because guess what? When we was in the bedroom growling and barking at DMX and our moms was looking at who are you growling at? Why is he doing all that cussing? We had our time. We have to make space for our children to enjoy things. That doesn't mean we have to enjoy it. Old dudes, not for us. It's not for us.
Yeah.
We should not like it.
Yeah.
We should not think our booty hole brown is a good bar.
But it's for that to be the kicking the door line at that too. You know what I'm saying? That's the opening bar. Yeah. So
it is ridiculous. But our parents found our things ridiculous. But we have to think and judge from that standpoint. In saying that, I look at Shay Noir, I look at Scarlett, I look at
Rhapsody.
Oh, Rhapsody, that breaks my heart, dog. She's
so gifted.
Prayers up to Rhapsody because for something that you love to be twisted and give you mental health issues, that sucks. Because it's not the rap it's the game she chose to get involved in.
Yeah, it's not built for ladies like her. You know what I'm saying? For her to get ahead in this game, she got to show her booty hole brown, pretty much. You know what I mean? That's the only way she can get ahead, for real. Off the straight grits and gravy of what hip hop is based off of.
Right.
Nah, we was coming up. She'd be in the talks with fucking Kim and Foxy and Rod Digger, and you know what I'm saying, the head the bees of the world. She'd be in the talks of the greatest ever.
Word.
Cause Shorty is dead nice, yo. I mean,
storytelling, bars,
yo,
double entendres. I haven't heard a triple yet, but her double entendres.
They be right on your home runs. Ken Griffey, sweet swing, bang, out the park. Yeah, that breaks my heart too for her, man. She's fighting such an uphill battle in this industry.
Word.
The way it's been scripted, man.
But just like my point about Lotto and that crop, Rhapsody could have, if she so chose, because of how big and even weaponized mental health is now. But I'm not saying she's weaponized. I'm just saying it's so weaponized that if she were to genuinely get on a platform talking about her mental health, people would listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she would gain enough of a following that it would galvanize and give other people, because I'm sure there are other girls in this game who are struggling. If she went first, Rhapsody, if you went first, you would give young women a vehicle, a platform to speak. Rhapsody, we all believe in you. We all believe that if you little sis these young girls, and because you were already transparent, if you little sis or big or auntie these girls, you would give them a platform to be able to not struggle, because they're struggling. They're just doing it before our eyes, and we're laughing. We're, as a father of a daughter, bro, if I, as their dad, watch the internet destroy Krishan Rock like they have been, I would want to go on a killing spree. Where are the fathers? I don't want any of your dirty money, Benzino. Your daughter's money is not your money. She took what little talent you had.
Yeah, it's very,
and multiplied it, Benzino. You contributed the music vehicle. She's probably beautiful like her mom.
Right.
And I don't know her baby mom.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah,
sorry.
You good, man. I
can't, big dog.
Listen, man. No, bro, at the end of the day, your experience as a father, based on your experience growing up or whatever like that, nobody can fault anything that you just said. You know what I'm saying? Because you're speaking factual to your situation, to the experience, and to the overall pretty much shared experience with everybody that looks, you know what I'm saying, that's our age as a father, as a daughter, and it's active in their life, you know, full time with it. Yeah, we have a right to have an opinion. Fuck that. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? We've earned that. We've earned that platform. We've earned that floor.
Yo. Very few people have gotten to experience multiple sides of me. You've experienced my overly. I put every side on display for all.
I mean, listen, man, real recognize real, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, you know, shit. If I'd have met you back in Morgan or Clark, this would have been happened already. Type shit.
Guaranteed.
You know what I'm saying?
Guaranteed.
Because I already know that
I've been like this. Like when I told you I hit full form at 16, I took that was my foundation. My foundation mindset was, I am who I am. I'm fly as all hell. I watch people copy me left and right. Yeah. I am the standard. I don't follow anybody. I am the trend. Boom, 16. And I built on that with experience. I built confidence instead of cockiness. It started off as cockiness.
Good for you, bro, because it took me a while to find my footing with me. I didn't find out I was cute until I got to college.
Bro, wait.
Until I booked one of the baddest joints in school, she came after me. When I found, I said, "Oh, these chicks really think a nigga look good. Oh, okay, all right on."
Dispel a myth for me then, because again, as a 6-footer, but now I'm gonna flip it and diminish myself. As a 6-footer, I always assume the 6'4" brothers were automatically top choice all the time.
Now, let's see. I don't know. Maybe I was, and I just wasn't paying attention.
Okay, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was. I mean, don't get it twisted. Like, I never just ended up with some duck. Like,
no.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's what you were saying either. But like, I'm saying in a way like I never just settled either. You know what I'm saying? So it was like if I wanted something, I'll go after it. I didn't get it, I wasn't just gonna, end up with her homegirl because she was there, type shit.
You want to hear something funny? I was talking to my daughter. Shout out to Queen Kenzie, KWN.Kenzie. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a gem. Anyway,
shout out.
We had a conversation, and she let me give her that name. She's like, I like that. I'll take that. And then she kept it and didn't. I was like, all right, you got it. Whatever. I can give you a brand. You fine. That's what I want to do for her. But she's reluctant because she's not, But she was having a conversation with me. So she's like, these dudes, like now, like they get rejected once, they be depressed, staring up at the ceiling. She was like, but from what I hear from you and JJ, shout out to JJ, Eric, all my brothers, you know what I'm saying? She's like, from what I hear from y'all is when y'all got rejected, y'all just moved on to more hoes. I'm like, watch your mouth, first of all.
You're not wrong, but
watch
just
your mouth.
Yeah.
And it's weird to hear her say nigga.
Yeah.
But she says it with such like she really has a disdain for niggardly behavior.
Really? Okay.
She's so.
Oh, you say your daughter's 16, right? See, my daughter's only 11, so we haven't gotten to that conversation level.
I miss that.
Yeah.
I mourn my daughter's innocence so much, bro.
Yeah, and the spell is still on her heavy too, man. And I'm grateful for it. You know what I'm saying? That she didn't have to grow up so fast, so quick. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the story for a lot of us. We had to grow up fast. And that's what I'm glad. And when you brought that point up last time when we was talking, I brought it up to my wife too. Like, are you saying this generation is just naturally not going to be as tough as us because we was able to provide conveniences for them that we weren't afforded, for one, and then for two, society has provided conveniences, Ubers, and just a cell phone, period. The convenience factor that they grew up with was not there for us. It was a survival factor that we had to pick the pieces up and figure this shit out.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I was a latchkey kid from 7 years old, bro.
Bam! I said that. I said, Kenzie, you not say it again.
I was a latchkey kid from 7 years old.
I told you. I said that. I said, bro, we had 3 rules. Don't open my door. Don't answer my phone. And basically don't let nobody know you're home.
Don't let me in the house. None of your friends could come over if I'm not here.
I'm 12. My brother is 6. He's math on the fly. My brother is 5 going on 6. After school, I'm making the double pack of ramen, double packages, hot sauce, whatever. We watching Super Mario Brothers cartoon after school. Thundercats, Silverhawks.
DuckTales.
Tailspin. Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck. Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? And that was our life. And that's why these new kids tattletale on each other, because they weren't made to depend on each other to survive.
Right.
They were already afforded conveniences, so now it's like they're looking at the profit shares. My daughter's like, oh, if only I had a sibling. I was like, do you really want to split? Because you don't have that in you. Mm-hmm. I did. If I got $100, my brother got 25. Mm-hmm. And whatever money he was given from whoever he was, that was his. You see what I'm saying? They not like that.
Right.
And that's because we gave to everyone when we had.
Yeah.
All of our children got.
Oh, yeah, right.
But it was still kind of like, I feel like I could be getting more if I get you out the paint. Let me throw some dirt on your name. No. You get most breakdown.
That's society.
Teach them to share. They'll break down with you.
That's the society. That's societal ills, man.
Stop doing that. Yeah. And I tell kids, stop snitching on your siblings.
Yeah.
It's y'all against the world.
Yeah.
Not you against them.
Right.
But anyways.
Yeah. So to answer the question, I don't know if we could say female rap. There's an answer right there already in embedded into the question with Rhapsody. You know what I'm saying? She should be leading the charge as far as female hip hop, if you ask me right now. Or this Nicki and Cardi and Nicki Minaj had Super Bass as one of her biggest selling songs, and that shit is a pop song. It's a fairy tale. It's like it's a spritzy, pixie stick, emo, EDM, you know what I'm saying, vibe or whatever like that. And
but she was following the Hove design. Don't blame Nicki. First you grab their ear, then you grab their heart. She said, "Oh, I'm gonna do what Hove did," and she did. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, bass. Now every time she gets mad, her fan base gets mad. She has a hive, bro.
I understand it. Yeah, she's got the barbs. I know.
Yeah.
She's got the
Well,
barbs.
okay, hold on. Did she have ghostwriting allegations? I don't want to go over the hours too much.
Safari wrote 75% of that shit, man.
Then why he can't? Then why?
What? Hey, some niggas are just writers. They're not performers. I seen a nigga get booed at West 4th Street tournaments in the summer league.
I feel like that. I feel like I always felt like that about myself. I've always wanted to take somebody else who was a better on-stage presence, even though I have it, but I don't like having it with that. Right. I always wanted to write for somebody. Always.
Yeah. Like, some niggas just better writers, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Neil was a good writer. And Neil wrote a lot of people's shit. You know what I'm saying? So that comes along with it, though. I mean, should we talk about Sabe the Prince? Sabe has a pen is one of the illest to date. You know what I'm saying? You talking about double, triple, quadruple entendres and shit like that. Like, he's the king of that.
But so okay, now because I want to close with this, because I was gonna ask you a question. Remember the last thing I asked you? Was that me or you?
That's me. That was me. Sorry.
Because I thought, okay, cool. Because I thought I just had to text somebody too. So I thought sometimes I'll be texting people and I'm like, oh man, that wasn't for them. Because it'd be the window that was open. But okay, so I asked you a question and I want to be specific. So I'm gonna look at the text. So instead of what held him back in closing with Sabe the Prince, what held him back from being where somebody with a lesser skill set is? What stopped him from being Drake or anybody else who's in the public eye? Cole.
Just in one sentence, is because he's lyrical. Lyrics don't matter now, bro. Lyrics don't. Listen, man. At the end of the day, the niggas that's really at the top of the food chain right now, that's winning right now, or right when he was coming out, was the Young Thugs, the Migos, or these all Atlanta niggas. He from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Right. These all Atlanta niggas. So when he was first coming out, it was heavy on that YSL Gunna.
Right. No, you're right.
It was like none of the niggas got bars, bro. The only nigga that got somewhat bars is Lil Baby. That's it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's nice. I fuck with Lil Baby. I even rock with Da Baby. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent, I rock with them because they'll say some witty shit, some slick shit.
You mess with Thug?
No, man. He sounds like a curly dog to me, man.
Can't go 3 for 3. I love Thug. That's my guy. I love Thug.
He carries a curly dog, man. I can't get past his delivery, his voice, man. But I do fuck with 2 Chainz though. Titty Boy, that's my guy right there. I've been a huge fan of Chainz for years.
You probably played basketball with him or something. You probably got a cool out playing hoops with him.
I run and shoot. I played a run and shoot for years in Atlanta before they shut down. So who's to say he wasn't there when I was there with him? I don't know. Because he played both Alabama State. So who's to say? But anyway, I just think that the way the game was going at that point, because that's when niggas like, what's my man with the one eye? Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap was winning. Flick of the wrist, the flag, all them flags, the designer, all these flash in the pan niggas that was just trying to have that became the avatar. You watched the show Atlanta?
Yep.
The series remember the episode about the avatar?
No, I don't, but I know what you're talking about.
But that basically you need a white boy avatar that you could just get behind and you could just pump the gimmick through them. And since they're a white boy, they gonna get the crowd type shit. Right. That's what these niggas were, man.
So let me ask you this then. So let me ask you this then. Are some careers that flourished based on timing? Because we had a Smoother Hustler, and this is where it gets real hip-hoppity, and I don't care about losing people. I just want to have this real conversation. So we look at somebody like Smoother Hustler, who literally had Jay-Z's story at that 96. It was the same, I sold crack, and I'm trying to put that down and pick this up story, right? If one of them would have come out before the other, and do you believe, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you believe timing dictates careers too?
That is true, but you gotta remember though, Jay came out like really on his own in '94.
True.
In my lifetime.
True.
You gotta remember that.
Right. You're right.
You're right.
You're right. You're right.
So that you could say that even set the stage for the hustler turn
You're right.
mogul. It's to put money on shit right there. You know what I'm saying? I know Smooth Hustle did it, but I just think that Smooth wasn't. I don't say he wasn't polished enough.
He wasn't. He wasn't
polished enough.
He wasn't, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Did he have the skill? Absolutely. He still has one of the most creative songs in hip hop ever that has never been rivaled or recreated because nobody could do it like him. He did
at all.
Broken Language is still. I was just running through the gym the other day, screaming.
Face your eyes on the guy. Don't have no kind of worry if I try. You got try. Dangerfield stepping my way. Bodies get listen.
My highway to do what
the
way.
The sender.
Yo,
first of all, did you ever hit a second one?
Huh?
Did you ever hit a second one?
With Remy and
no, them. They did a second one. I'll send it to you.
I want to say I have. But
I ain't gonna lie. It's not because it's the second one. It's never gonna.
You can't recreate.
But it's still like you can still. You had more.
There's more to it. My favorite line out of the whole shit is the Tyler-just without the derma.
The Tyler-just without the derma.
Yo, like
what?
This is what I'm saying. A gauntlet in 1995. Yo, it was a gauntlet. You had to be great to stand out.
95, 96, 97 fed hip hop for the next
up until now.
Right now.
Up until now.
Right now.
Up until now. You got from Purple Tape to I'll even go as far as to is Dark and Hell is Hot. You can even go 98 because you got Pun. That's when the Latin Gold Platinum jumped into the pool. You know what I'm saying?
Then why haven't they since? Story for another time. I want to respect the time, brother. Want to respect your time. I love cliffhangers. I love.
Hey, listen, man, and I'm glad you had the discipline to pull the plug because I would have walked right into it, and then I would walked out of here into another conversation I would have had. Like, nigga, you said it was gonna be an hour. So, anyway, yo, again, appreciate you having me on here, homie. I'm gonna chop this up, and I'm gonna start posting some of this shit myself too, because we be having some good points on here, man.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? The
Travel
world
safe.
More of this.
Till next time, Save James, Pen Game. We out.
I'll let you.